Joining me in the studio now is a woman who proves that you can be a mum, an entrepreneur, and still find enough time to stay in shape. Hannah Murphy is founder of the Globe Fit brand and company founder of the Business Success Hub. So not only can she help you with your fitness and nutrition, but she can give you the tools to succeed in the business world too. Well, welcome, Hannah. Thank you very much for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So this fitness, I mean, looks like you are a hula hooper.
Yeah, that's right. I've been hula hooping since about 2012. I started out locally, just going to the local class, and I enjoyed it so much. It became more than a hobby. I actually started teaching it to others, and since then I've written instructor training programs, and I travel across the UK training instructors in gyms and training school teachers to take it into schools for children as well.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. So really, it's only 4 years ago that you actually got into it yourself.
That's right, yeah. I think if you love something enough, like I did with this, then it's quick to learn. My background is dance. I was a dancer as well, so that did help a little bit with the coordination side of it.
Well, I'll tell you what, because people are going to want to know what can you do with the hula hoop. So if you don't mind showing us first, and then we'll carry on chatting in a moment.
Yeah,
brilliant.
So, okay. So most people will know your basic sort of waist hooping, which is this one here. You know, a lot of people will have seen this. What a lot of people don't realise is there's a lot of variations with hula hooping. We've got about 300 different moves that we can actually do with it. So a waist variation, which one of my favourites is our limbo move. So it's sort of pushing the hoop up towards the ceiling. You're really having to tense the stomach muscles for this one, but it's absolutely amazing for fitness. We haven't just got our on-the-body moves, we've got off-the-body moves as well, such as dance tricks and things. And my favourite is the isolation move. This is my favourite party trick. So it's sort of making the hoop look as if it's sort of static and isolated. And it's one of our moves known as like our hoop flow moves. We've got our hoop spins as well. As you being careful there, in case I hit you with this.
No teeth left.
I mean, there's literally hundreds of moves, and we can link them all up. We can make them into dance routines if we want to. Kids absolutely love it.
But the thing is, though, this all depends on you actually being able to do it, because my nephew is so brilliant at it. The youngest one just took it straight away, the older one didn't. And when I was younger, I tried. My mum was brilliant at it, my older brother, and I just could not do it. Could not do it at all.
I think everyone can do it, no matter age or ability. I mean, in my classes, I actually have ladies in their 70s doing this, and I mean, to start with, they were getting very frustrated because the hoop wasn't staying up, it kept falling. But after about the third week, they got it.
But that's quite a long time to persevere, third week. So what tips could you give for people that really don't know where to start with it, and it doesn't just come naturally to them? What do you recommend?
I mean, it is coordination. So because your hips are having to move in time, listening to some music can help. So if you can hoop, which I use music in my classes, so if you can hoop to a beat, that will help. Sometimes if you can close your eyes and just concentrate as well, that will also help. And it's sort of making sure your feet are nice and wide when you're doing it, and your hoop's nice and flat and level when you push it off. So strong arms to push the hoop around.
So are you able to just do a quick demonstration again of how you actually get started on a basic move?
Exactly. So feet nice and wide, okay? This is the best way. You'll see that I'm holding it really flat at the base of my spine, and you see my arms are now quite tense. I'm holding the hoop ready to push it off. Now, because I'm right-handed, I spin my hoop to my right. You may find if you're left-handed, spinning it to the left may be better for you, although that's not always the case. You kind of have to find your comfortable direction. So if you see, I'm going to push it off with my hands, and then I'm going to add my hips in straight away. So as you can see, I'm sort of 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now if I suddenly lose the rhythm of the hips, it falls. So it's trying to keep that rhythm.
Ooh, it's so clever. Very exciting. So you've managed to develop this into a business, and so what is it that you now teach classes, or you write books, you do both?
I do both. So I still teach my classes in my local village. I teach in 2 schools, and I teach an adults class as well, one evening a week. But my main thing is that I oversee instructors teaching this across the country. So I write my own training, and then I go in to deliver it in different areas. This summer I've just been over in Ireland actually, so it's our first launch over in Europe, which was Dublin this year.
Which is amazing, but we have heard that you're a mum. How old are your children?
The youngest is 7 months.
Wow.
And my son has just started school, he's nearly 5, and then my daughter is 8.
But do they miss you when you're away? How does that work, balancing being mum and doing this, this which is obviously time consuming, because not just your classes, it's other things as well?
Yeah, most of the time I take them with me. So because it was the summer holidays when we went over to Ireland, we actually all went over as a family and we made a holiday out of it as well. And I'll be going up to Birmingham in October half term to do another training, and again the children they'll all come with me, my husband comes along.
So that's great. So if you had any tips for other women that wanted to get on with their own business as well, and making it all work and not losing the family lifestyle as well, what would you recommend?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie, it's very hard. Sometimes the juggle is hard. My husband actually works away Monday to Thursday, so I'm at home on my own with the children as well. But you know, it's possible because it's my passion, and I think that's the main thing. If you're doing a business that is your passion and your hobby, it doesn't feel like a chore or like work. And I think if you can involve your children as well, like I've managed to do with my children's classes, because the 2 classes I teach in the schools, one of them is my daughter's school, so she'll come to the class with her friends. And I think that's the nice thing about it, is that if you can just involve them as much as possible. Obviously it depends what your business is, it can't always happen, but it's focus really, and knowing that what I'm doing is also for their benefit as well.
That's lovely. Thank you so much for your time, Hannah. That was lovely.
Thank you.